Mm, Hold on. Let me just make sure. All right. Everything looks to go. Hi. Welcome to the show. It is me. Your girl Laborly, aka Catley, and
You have now tuned in to
yes,
Ambitiously the podcast.
yes, you have. And for ambitiously radio uncensored. Let me do that for you real quick. Listen, welcome. Um, this evening, hi Rock baby, hi honey. I just had to say hello to him. Hi boo. Even though you play with my emotions, I see how you do me, but it's all good. It's all good. It's cool. You know, we living. It's cool. I see what you do to me though. Hold on. But today, y'all, which is weird because hold on. Hey, hi Q. Thank you for the love. Um, I don't like how Rock be doing me sometimes though. We're gonna talk about it later. Today is the wiretap. Today we're gonna get into the heinous, sinister bull behavior of those who deserve for us to get into their behavior. I'm tired of ninjas. I'm tired of this behavior and I'm tired of the behavior being overlooked. So we're gonna tap into it. It's the wiretap. I did a wet and wired Wednesday last week because sometimes with these conversations it gets a little should I say dark? I don't know what I should be saying. It gets, but it gets that, and I don't like it. So sometimes I gotta come up out of it and have other conversations. The tap in is good for that, but also okay, Be More Johnson. Thanks for the share, the like, and the share. I see you. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Thank you for the love. Thanks. Um. Some things I have to say before we get into and we dive into the things that we got to dive into, which is this. Join the conversation, drop a comment, call in, text. The number is 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. Yeah, do that. If by chance you would like to hire us for any reason, business, sponsorships, advertisement, you want your music played on the radio station so you can get some of this publishing, aka royalty love. If you want to come on the show, if you have some Gabby you want to send my way, if you just want to say hi, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and subscription. The likes is a blessing, and thank you for the shares. Again, big shout out to Be More Johnson. I see you, boo. Thanks. And check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Doc, I see you, baby. Thank you for letting me know what's up because I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Let me take this off the screen. But today is the wiretap. We are getting back into this Don Richard case because I want to close it out. Hold on. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna do these things before we get into it. So of course I was responding to Doc because Doc said the audio and video is good, which is good. I love it. And Doc came through with the yo yo. I love you, Doc. I love you, Rock. Y'all hold it down for this podcast, and so I just appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Um, I'm assuming Doc is getting himself together. Oh, and then right when I said that, he just and came in the building. Let me know when you're ready, babe. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it's the wiretap. We want to get back into this case because there's some more titillating, interesting things going on within this document. Tonight we are finished. We are on page 8. We're gonna see how far we can get in. We're not gonna read the unnecessaries because, like, for what? But we will read the necessaries. That's how I feel about that. I'm gonna say the tangerine face one last night. Not really happy about that, but it's 4 years. We still have Congress that can kind of tame that a little bit, but it depends on what they got going on. It's just so many things to think about at this point. If you went out and did your thing, kudos to you. But that's what it is, and I just needed to say that. I needed to say that. It's crazy. Um, but it is what it is. Just prepare yourselves. That's what I'm gonna say about that. All right. Doc, where we at? You ready yet? Okay. All right. Let me bring my boo Doc in real quick. Hold on. Mm,
Cat, what's up?
we know how we feel today. Um, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Today was a lovely day. I went for a nice, lovely walk.
Okay.
I got in all of my mileage and then some, so I'm excited about that. That always makes me happy. It puts me in a space.
Okay.
It is true meditation. But I'm not gonna lie. When I woke up this morning, I was not too happy.
Okay.
But it is what it is. And what we don't do over here is complain too much. It just life happens.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Life
It does.
happens. And what are you gonna do about it? Nothing except for file civil cases and hope that an indictment comes down. I don't. Life happens.
Yeah. I mean, make sure your family's good. Make sure your family is protected. Make sure your family is ready. Make sure your family understands the importance of everything that can happen towards the future,
Mm-hmm.
and have a plan in case something goes horribly, horribly wrong. That's all you
Mm-hmm.
really can do. Protect your family. Protect the ones that you care and love.
Protect your neck, kid. Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
shout out to the woo.
Sorry, my bad. Maybe. Okay.
Shout out to the woo.
Doc, this
Yes.
thing is still happening though. We have to get past that part because we got to figure out how to deal with that part. So we just got to get past the the reaction of that part, and then we got to move forward to this part, which I feel like all of these parts play a part.
Are you referring to the case or the current situation?
I'm referring to both the case and the current situation of the change of guards.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
When that part happens, it's the thing that happened. We all need to understand if something happened, something happened. The biggest part is how do we respond to what happened? Do we do
right,
the thing that's good? Do we do the thing that's just a knee-jerk reaction? Do we do the thing that's like, hey, if this did happen and we don't want it to happen again, what do we need to do next?
right. I need for let me just say this before we dive into this Don Richard and Diddy situation. I need at this point that question about felonies though
Hmm.
on applications to be removed. Because despite whatever you might think about what happened, you thought the a woman of color becoming the president, the first woman and woman of color becoming the president was history. Another history happened yesterday or this morning or whenever the tally came in. There's a felon that is now the president.
President elect. Yep. Big facts.
I'm gonna need that to be off of all the applications at this point. Like, this is not a question. If he can be a felon and run the country, why can't I be a felon and get a job?
Yeah. Well, why is being a felon still relevant if you did pay your debt to society,
I
which
should be able to
technically has
vote.
not paid any debt to society, but
Right.
I'll let it be.
I should be able to vote freely. I should be able to get a job freely. Um, and especially the jobs I'm qualified for and not have me being a felon. I mean, I'm not a felon, but I'm speaking for those. Yeah, this I'm gonna stand on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I should not have because I'm a felon. I shouldn't get the job, although I'm very much qualified. That's bullshit now.
Yeah.
Okay, I just needed to get that off my chest. That's
They are
bullshit.
playing in people's faces, basically.
Yeah, that's bullshit now, in my opinion. Like that should not stop nobody from getting a job at this point. Um, Diddy about to be a felon.
Mm-hmm.
So we are on page 8.
Page 8 of the PDF or page 8 of the numbered document.
All right, so we on page. Wow, let me see. On the document, it'll say page 8. Hold
Okay.
but on the PDF, just to be clear, no, it's page 8 on the PDF.
Okay, cool. Then I'm
So
right there.
34, page 8, section 34.
Okay, I'm
This
there.
is where we at.
I'm
Um, might I say before we get started, if you are triggered in any kind of way, you should probably remove yourself. We've been doing these diddler cases for a minute, and one thing that remains the same, dot, 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 is that we have connected all of the patterns. They sound very much alike. Nothing's really changed. But
hmm
it is interesting to see the information that is exposed in each of these cases, even with the indictment. It was crazy. But we decided to visit this Dawn situation because she kind of deep in it.
hmm
And Aubrey O'Day, she was vocal, but nobody was paying her no mind. But uh, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, out of thousands of contestants, Miss Richard, along with approximately 12 other women, were selected to participate in season 3 of Making the Band. 5 women, including Miss Richard, were ultimately chosen to be in the group Danity Kane, which was named by Miss Richard. So she deep down in it.
hmm
She in there. Um, Prior to and including the first Danity Kane album, Making the Band was filmed entirely at Diddy's house recording studio, of course. at 3120 West 44th Street, New York, New York. The Making the Band content that focused on Danity Kane's work on the second album, Welcome to the Dollhouse, which was filmed at Daddy's house and at Mr. Combs' Miami residency. Oh shoot, I'm trying to behave, but oh shoot. Um, Other Making the Band episodes included Los Angeles as the third filming location. You know why I said oh shoot? That's why. Oh shoot. Um, because you think about all the tax write-offs
Mm-hmm.
that are included in these couple of statements. So it was filmed at Daddy's house, which was in New York, which is a facility that Diddy owned.
Yeah.
It was filmed at his home
Mm-hmm.
in Miami, which is an establishment that he owns. And another location, a third filming location in LA, which I think that's the one that they said that he didn't really own.
The one that was rated.
Yeah, but he didn't really
Okay.
own because
Hmm.
that's come out lately. He didn't really own that. Wasn't he didn't buy that house. The one in Miami, yeah, but the one in LA, not so much. But
Okay.
you
Yeah.
got it.
Oh, number
36.
32.
Yeah. And 36, 37, and 38.
Okay. So
All right.
upon information and belief to create Making the Band, camera crews filmed 24 hours a day, gathering months worth of footage to condense into mere hours of entertainment for viewers. Danny Kane released its self-titled debut album in August of 2006, and its second album, Welcome to the Dollhouse, in March of 2008. Danny Kane's first album sold over 4 million copies. Damages to Miss Richard for unpaid salaries are estimated to be, wait a minute, that's
1 million.
1 million. Okay, I would make sure I had to check my zeros right quick. 1
Mm-hmm.
million. Danny Kane's second album, Welcome to the Dollhouse, sold over 2 million copies. Damages to Miss Richard for unpaid salaries and royalties are estimated to be 500K. Damages on unpaid wages for touring over 100 dates for Miss Rashad with Danny Kane are estimated to be over 1.8 mil, basically. So, but if you add that up, that's a mil, 2 mil, plus the five, that's 3 mil, 2.3 mil,
Yeah, that sounds
2.3.
about right. And if you're thinking about all the things that she's claiming that she named the group.
Mm-hmm. Heavy songwriter. She was a
She
background
wrote
singer.
some of them songs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she
Background singer.
touring dates. That make about sense. That the math is mathing.
I
The
mean,
math is
outside of
mathing.
what we assume that she may have been, because they did make a certain point that she was still getting money, though. But does it offset the amount of money that
I was
still?
gonna say, but how much money? And that's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the catch.
The how much? And you know he wasn't giving out big money. It's Diddy, for goodness sakes. Lil Rod, this all started because he told Cassie no, but then he tried to change his mind real quick. And Lil Rod was like, I'm tired of you. Can I cuss now? But
Yep, you can.
okay, because Lil Rod was like, I'm tired of your shit. And then I'm tired of you and freaking your homeboy. You know the homeboy I'm talking about.
Good old Cuba and Juke. Nah.
I'm tired of y'all rubbing up on my thighs, and I had to take the second job on the yacht.
Uh,
I had to take a second job, ninja.
for
He
real.
tired of, listen, I can go with all of this right now. Okay, so I mean, it's just me. That's not y'all. I just could go with this because Diddy ain't really known for paying that. Just
True.
he not really known for that. So Mr. Combs fired bandmate RBO Day. I spoke of her a little bit earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and Juanita D Woods, Woodget. I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry. I'm known for butchering names. Forgive me. From Danny D. Kane on live television at the height of its fame in 2008, which resulted in Danny D. Kane being dismembered and disbanded in 2009. Now, Ms. Richards' first encounters with Mr. Combs' aggressive, intimidating behavior is that's the understatement I would believe. Um, and how he came off towards women. Did he always gave me that vibe that he didn't really like girls?
As in, you mean like
There are some
like them,
men
or
in this world who they like vagina, but they don't like women,
true?
if that makes sense.
No, that's true. That's true.
There are a lot of men in this world that don't like, they like vagina, not saying that they like,
Yeah, that is
well,
true.
in this case, it would be a different kind of situation, but they like vagina, but they don't like what vagina is attached to. Diddy always struck me as, now I didn't know that well, I feel like he liked vagina too, but he liked everything, so it's heightened. You feel me? Um, but he always struck me as the type that did not like vagina. I mean, he did not like women. He liked what they had attached to him, but he didn't like necessarily that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's sadly, as a man, I understand that there are some of my brethren that do have this concept of that, and it is a thing that they do live by and do. But then this is me being very open and forward. There's also, unfortunately, some women that fully benefit from those type of men, and that's why they don't mind that.
For sure, we not even talk about them though. We talking about him, and
Okay.
him is, I don't like women, but I like what they have attached to them from time to time. It makes for a good freak off.
You make
Um,
for a good freak off.
that's what we talking about. I'm not male bashing. I just was given, uh, I guess, an example of what I was saying. Like, it's some men in this world that you just don't like women, but they like vagina. And Diddy is definitely one of those
Okay.
people. You feel me? But during the auditions and the set of making the band, Mr. Combs projected an aura of superiority. I couldn't even get it out. I still can't get it out. Of course he did. Wealth and power. Of course he did. Mr. Combs regularly wore sunglasses. Why? Because I don't want you to look in my eyes because I'm high off that cocaine. And you can't really, if you hurt my feelings, you can't tell that you hurt. The sunglasses is, I got a nice amount of pair, and I like to call them my shade blockers, but in his case, I feel like it was something different. But
Is
he
it?
wore sunglasses and avoided looking the female contestants in the eye. Again, goes back to that what I was saying. Um,
Yeah,
he
I can see. I can see
avoided
the
looking
angle.
them in the eyes, contributing to an atmosphere of uncertainty and intimidation. Cause how I bitch, I'm not even looking at you. Now bend over. Um, During auditions, Mr. Combs spoke to the female contestants in a hostile, condescending manner, making derogatory gender based remarks such as calling them fat, ugly, bitches, and hoes. Listen, I'm gonna say something about this in a second. Let me finish this, and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Miss Richard felt threatened and intimidated by Mr. Combs' blatant disdain for the young women like herself who were excited for the opportunity to be on the show. One thing I've also noticed is that not all men, because I'm not going to put that on all men, but I will say there are some men, they think these things in their mind is cute, and in their minds, all females are going to fold and be happy with the behavior. I'm not one of them. I'm not your bitch. You're not going to call me fat. I mean, you can't see me all the way, but you're not going to put me down. You're not going to make me feel any kind of way for your benefit to make you feel good and for to boost your ego. Fuck your ego. Like, and you're not going to think that that's going to keep me around. I'm going to stay because in this case, it's different because they were trying to reach their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people out here that will do shit like that for no reason at all. And it's weird, bro. Get your life together. You feel empty within, you got to fix that. Like, get it together. I just had to say that. Can you do 42? I mean, maybe 43?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So once the ban was made, Mr. Combs' contempt for women was readily apparent as he continued to display aggressive and hostile behavior towards Miss Rashad and her all-female Danity Kane bandmates. Mr. Combs regularly referred to the five women as bitches and hoes and degenerated their physical appearances. By way of example, Mr. Combs stated that Miss Rashad was too skinny and needed to do quote unquote to do something about this, her face.
Mm.
On one occasion, in or around 2005, during the first season of Making the Band 3, Mr. Rashad observed Mr. Combs' ex-partner and the mother of three of his children, Kim Porter, leaving Mr. Combs' recording studio in tears with visible facial injuries, including a lacerated lip. Realizing that Mr. Combs was capable of committing acts of violence against women caused Mr. Shaw to feel deep apprehension and fear that Mr. Combs would one day physically harm her.
Listen, there are many photos, well, not of Kim Porter so much, and I think that by, and we can attest to this because we talk about this all the time, especially on the tap in, about how times were different. We had to wait a little longer to get certain news and pictures and photos. I mean, we fuck a video, like photos and news, right? It wasn't the same as today where we on tap as far as soon as the video touches down, like as soon as we can
Like
get
that.
it, watch it. And that was different times. But then if you look at situations from Cassie, which we're gonna get to her in a second, she was in that wave of that transition of how fast technology was starting to move, and you started seeing more photos. And at the time that she was seeing the photos, this is during the time that she was dealing with him. It makes it hard not to believe these things that are being alleged. And I don't believe that Kim she scapegoated through all of the craziness. I just don't.
What do you mean?
Like, she just, like, I know that they say in the book, I don't even know how to feel about this book at this point. I mean, it sounds believable, but it don't. But I don't believe that through her time dealing with him, like she went unscathed.
Oh, no. If we put this around the time that, like you were saying earlier, that information doesn't spread as fast as it does now compared to then. And then if something bad had happened, if he did wield this much power and force and intimidation, if he did something, because it was kind of the same situation with Cassie, but it was older with Kim Porter. If he physically assaulted her, you go stay at home, don't come out. I'll make sure
Right.
you get whatever you need delivered, food, the kids will be okay, da 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 da. And I don't want to see you until whatever bumps, bruises, scars, lacerations, whatever remnants of type of violence act that he did was resolved and went away.
Right. This is hard to believe that she just so when and especially in this type of situation, I could believe because this young lady would have been around her at some point in time.
Hmm.
Miss Richard was present when Mr. Combs was introduced to Cassie Ventura, Cassandra Ventura, Cassie, for the first time in or around 2006. The moment Combs first saw Miss Ventura, his demeanor noticeably shifted. Mr. Combs positioned himself directly in front of Mrs. Ventura's seat, invading her personal space, and fixed on her with an intense and unyielding stare, isolating her from the other people in the room, including Mrs. Ventura's then boyfriend, music producer Ryan Leslie. I be wondering about a lot of things that go on, like when it come to Ryan Leslie, cause he had a weird, like he had a weird mediocre rise, and then he just things changed, and I
Mm-hmm.
think around the time that laptop got stolen,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things changed.
Okay. Is it a
And
dot 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 situation?
huh?
Is it a dot 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 situation?
It might be because I watched that happen. And let me just say why I watched that happen, because I happen to like Ryan Leslie as a producer, as an artist. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Like I like him. He's had some songs that I felt like Diamond Girl, that was my
Diamond Girl,
joint.
that's when it pops up in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, oh man. Sheesh. Remember what it's. I feel like that was about Cassie.
Mm.
And the video treatment, all on the if you was supposed to be. Like I like Ryan Leslie, I do. I always did like him, and he has some other joints. Nobody will appreciate gibberish, but I do. I got it. Like it's some things
Okay.
I like about him as an artist and a producer that I love. But I feel like when that laptop got stolen, that was like, all right, that's all you getting right there. What's on that laptop, Ryan? Was it some stuff with Cassie? And because when you gotta think, when Diddy got with her, she was like what, 19?
I know she was young. I don't know her actual age, but
18,
younger on the
19.
younger side.
So that
Yeah.
means while she was with Ryan and built that build up for uh the songs that she had, and what made Diddy attracted to her, how he got in touch with her was with Ryan Leslie. She had Addicted, she was on that. The other one, the breakout song for her, dang, I hate when I get,
Me and You.
yeah, man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was my song too. I like Cassie as an artist. Low key, I didn't know that she was going to be a horrible performance, but I like the songs. Ryan did what he was supposed to do, but he was there. He was pivotal, and then next thing you know, he was gone, and then next thing you know, she with Diddy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just a bit much. You feel me? It's a bit
Yeah.
much.
I mean, is it, and this is me kind of being curious about the idea, the assumptions, the ideas that you're laying out. Was it that, do you think Ryan Leslie has a somewhat negative history with Cassie for her age at the time compared to when Diddy met her? And then it was on some Mr. Serial Girl type shit, and then I'm better than this guy and I can make you a star. And then her still chasing her dream went from one person to another person, except she didn't really understand that this next person is going to be the more nefarious of the two overall, based upon her wanting to have her stardom.
I think that she was with Ryan, as young girls usually get with older men. Whatever's on Ryan's laptop is she was underage.
Okay.
And that's what would be the killer. That's why that shut the fuck up real quick. You feel
Okay.
me? I think because when Diddy got with her, she was like 19.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that takes care of that story right there. She was fucking with Ryan. She was underage. Ryan was a grown man. But the thing was, he was procuring her career. Diddy placed himself where he wanted to be because he liked this young girl. And he took her, but not Mr. Steal Your Girl, like, oh, I could just get it, like Mr. I'm gonna take her because I am the power that be.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
And he did, and then she spent 10 years of her life in misery. In misery, and it was what it was. That's what I think it was.
Okay.
That's what I truly think it was. But let's go to 45. Um, Coincidentally, the first meeting between Combs and Miss Ventura was the first time that Miss Richard was in Mr. Combs' presence without a camera crew filming. Observing Mr. Combs behave in such an intimidating, predatory that first time they were off camera made Miss Richard feel deeply apprehensive and afraid of him. Predatory manner, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it was, but I think when Ryan Leslie laptop got stolen, that was because there was some stuff on there, and that kept him at bay. He kept him at bay. Subsequently, Miss Ventura ended her relationship with Mr. Leslie and began dating Mr. Combs, who became violent and abusive towards her. Danity Kane as harassment, inhumane treatment, and denial of basic needs by Mr. Combs. You got this one, babe?
Yeah.
All right.
So, for the majority of Miss Rashad's tenure as a member of Danity Kane and Diddy / Dirty Money, Mr. Combs required her to remain at his various residencies and studios in New York, Los Angeles, Florida, and New Jersey for activities such as recording, rehearsing, dressing, preparing costumes, and exercising. Throughout the production of Making the Band 3 and 4, Mr. Combs deprived Miss Richard and her Danity Kane bandmates of basic needs such as adequate food and sleep. When Miss Richard and her Danity Kane bandmates requested meals or rest, Mr. Combs refused and chastised them with derogatory comments like, "You bitches don't want this," or "Y'all are not hungry enough," and "I'm paying you bitches to work." This demeaning behavior gradually undermined Miss Rashad's confidence and contributed significantly to her growing feelings of insecurity and fear of reprisal from Mr. Combs.
Now, that's not the first time that I heard that Diddy deprived people of meals. And that's not time. I also heard that he would sit in your face, have his meals, and wouldn't offer you none. That's not the
Well,
first time that
this is the weird thing about this one, number 48 to me, is if you ever hear about the behind the scenes of any reality TV show, that's generally how they work. You sign your NDA, your contract, they send you there. They gonna give you your 3 small meals, but they're gonna provide you all the alcohol you need because they want that unfiltered, raw ass reality content.
Right.
I think putting a person, the assumption of how Diddy is would be, well, you're the game master now, and he wanted to master the game.
Right.
So there's things that he's saying in here. I'm like, but a reality TV show, Bad Girls Club, all those shows like that, Housewives or whatever, they all kind of do on this thing of they don't really provide for, like, Housewives. Like, I guess it's a little different.
But this is the thing. Let's take it a step further, though.
Okay.
This I've heard that without reality TV being a factor about Diddy
And
when
that
it
could be.
comes to him working the producers,
Mm,
certain artists, not if they was under his belt, it don't even, you know what I mean. But
okay.
they was included, but like bigger stars, no. But I've heard this beyond reality TV that he will starve you. You will be in there and working. Lil Rod even said it.
Okay.
So
So
this is
me,
beyond the reality TV thing. This is
and I
just
think the mix is
slave
that
master
if it
ish.
did have reality TV involved and he was already inclined to do those type of things, it makes it for a worse situation overall because there's no escaping it.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna
Child,
get there now.
I'm fighting Diddy. I don't care. I don't care. I'm fighting him. Upon information or belief, Mr. Combs would regularly be awake for prolonged periods of time. So was that the Tussie? What I was called? Because he was high on narcotic. During these periods, Mr. Combs demanded continuous access to Miss Richard and her Danity Kane bandmates, often forcing them to record and rehearse for stretches of 36 to 48 hours without breaks, forced to um, choose between eating and sleeping. Miss Richard lost a significant amount of weight, weighing approximately 100 pounds at the height of 5'4". Geez, you was tiny. Miss Richard begun to normalize these extreme conditions and perceived them as standard requirements of her participation in Danity Kane. He was a slave master.
I want to say something weird about this too. If you think
What?
about how like Joe Jackson did the Jackson 5, and then the one funny thing with New Edition, the one video, If It Isn't Love, remember they showed that who was it, Ralph
Yeah,
twisted his ankle and they still locked him in a room and still made them perform.
right.
Apparently, this was kind of unfortunately like the normal thing of the industry. If you how hungry are you? How much you gonna give? Because then on the flip side too, if you're an athlete, this shit kind of takes place too. Like, no, if you got to come practice, hey, we doing 2 days, we doing this. So it's one of them weird things that I get if you're a person that never lived it or had to do anything close to this for any reason, then yeah, it sounds horrific. But also a part of me, and keep in mind I was in the military, that mentally condition somebody to
The
just push
discipline.
through something is a different thing too. But
It's
I
the
respect that if you never had to do anything like this, hearing this sounds horrible.
it's the discipline. Like you disciplining yourself
Hmm.
a little bit. I get it as a military brat. I get it. I discipline myself every day, but at the same time, when this not your lifestyle, you
Hmm.
didn't know that that was part of the situation.
Hmm.
It looks ugly, and he's a slave master, and we not gonna skip over that.
Okay.
he he had the whip like. um Mr. Combs regularly sent his associates to wake Miss Rashad and Danny D. Kane bandmates in the overnight hours so he could watch them rehearse. That see that's the discipline because you got to be ready. You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Um, the regulatory of these disturbances led Miss Rashad to adapt by sleeping in a sitting position, following dress and with makeup and heightened anxiety. Oh my gosh, she was. I, I get it. I've done that before. Like when you just fall asleep, just how you are, but you wake up out. You ready? You ready?
That's
Over
very
time,
military.
huh?
I said that's very military though.
Yeah, you ready? Uh, Over time, the abnormal sleeping arrangement came to feel routine, um, further normalizing Mr. Combs' invasive demands. Listen, depending on your situation, you learn to adapt. And them little chair, I call them chair naps. People be laughing at me, but I really take chair naps. And I appreciate my chair
Okay.
naps. I do. I take them. I almost took one today, but I just took a regular nap because I needed it. But them chair naps is everything, and that's how I wake up from a chair nap. Cause when I do my chair nap, I'm always on this hand right hand. When my head falls, it's time to wake up. Chair nap.
Okay.
It's a chair nap. You be ready.
If I'm up, I'm up. When I'm asleep, I'm asleep. And
That's how I used to be, but then I became a mom and life changed. So you gotta stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. We gonna jump back into this situation we are on, and I want to document. I want to have it documented in my head. Page 11, um,
no.
section 51, because there's a lot to go through in this case, and I believe a lot of what she's saying because she was there. It's documented that she was there. Could she be making up some extra shit? Probably. Is she making up some extra shit? Probably not. And
No, I would agree. I think I, I look at this at one part as in I think everything you're saying is true. I think the unfortunate benefit that Diddy is going no, how do I want to put this? The unfortunate situation that Diddy's going to find himself in is if you've never had to be in a world of this, of an I have to make you understand how hard you need to strive. And even agreeing that maybe Diddy went overboard, even
right,
fully agreeing with that, the regular person would not understand that there are a lot of jobs that you can do that you would be put to the same test. And
mm-hmm.
they may say, well, she just wanted to be a singer. So why did you
Right,
make them do this? And those are the things that I know is going to not be beneficial to him. But in all, it was smart for her legal team to put this in there because if you're a day to day person, you don't understand that just because you want to be a singer, why do you got to wake up at the drop of a dime? But
but
then I thought
that's the
about
lifestyle.
you got to get on the road, you got to go do shows, you got to perform. And that is, and I don't think people fully understand that being on stage and performing is a task within itself, let alone if you are unfortunately a person such as Diddy trying to strive for perfection that will never probably be achieved, but it'll just be good enough for you that you just accept it. And that's the thing that he would overpush somebody because it's not him up there dancing. It's not. I bet. I bet he
But
doesn't
it's
rehearse
an
any of his
artist.
shit.
That's his means of making money. So
Yeah, but I doubt that he was ever really doing his routine of a dance the same level that he had them do it. I think he probably just got up there and did what he wanted to do and thought it was perfect off the bat.
but of
If
course
that
he
makes
wouldn't
sense.
put in that level because again, I keep coming back to this. I wish they stopped calling him a rapper. He is not. He's not an artist. He's a
No.
he's a facilitator of artists. So
Mm-hmm.
of course he wouldn't put in that much work for his performances. But when it comes to them, he has to because he is the facilitator of these artists.
Mm-hmm.
That is his business.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we refer to military. You are a man of military. I am a child of military. So discipline is very necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And although he is a heinous, despicable, foul, disgusting, depraved, I'm not going to go through the list right now, but he's all of these things, but he's also a businessman at the end of the day. And he is a facilitator of the artist. So I want my artists to be the best artists that they can be. So they must be disciplined.
Even if it was too much sometimes. or if it comes back to bite you in the ass,
In the
because
ass, yeah, but
you're
he
about
did.
this, you're like, wait, you didn't feed them, you woke them up
But
at
look,
random times, you made them
at
work
the
for
end of
48
the
hours straight.
day, he achieved his goal because what happened? He became a billionaire, even though that money is
Fade away.
finito. Um, but he did that. He opened multiple businesses and invested in multiple ventures. He was rich beyond his imaginable dreams, coming from Harlem and
Mhm.
living in the Bronx for a brief period of times, and even like he achieved what he set out to achieve. Did it last forever? No, but he did what he set out to do,
Yeah.
and I think that's the part. And I like to play devil's advocate all the time. I think that's the part where a lot of people are missing. Like he did all the things. It don't last forever.
Mm. Big
But
facts.
he did what he set out to do. He accomplished all of the things that he set out to accomplish. It's just now crashing down on
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? But it is now time for the love notes. You go ahead and do your thing, Papa. I see you when you come back. I see you when you come back. It is now time for the love notes. This is funny. Every time I say this, it's hilarious, and especially when Doc is on the show because big shout out to anybody who's watching for Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. I appreciate you guys so much. It's called Live Love, and I love you in real time. I do. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the love. Thanks for let me see. We're going to make sure we shout them out. Thank you, Q, for the love. Thank you, B More Johnson, for the love and the share. I see you. Thank you. But these people I'm about to talk about, it's not y'all. These people are our listening audience. Um, how did we come up with love notes? Well, I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. I was never calling it that. So we bickered a little bit, and then we finally came out with the name, love notes, and it's gonna be here because I like it. And the love notes is my listening audience again. They listen. They are loyal. They are wonderful. And so, Doc also said I had a size of papers. I'm all stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not, but it was a lot of papers. But in all fairness, there was a lot of cities, states, and countries on those papers. But we don't do that anymore. We worry about being eco-friendly. We worry about global warming and all of that. So now we just do it this way. Yes. And now we've condensed it down the countries. Thank you for all the love. Shout out to my top six: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, Belgium. Hi, babies. I love you, specifically Brussels. I love you so much. Thank you for all of the love. You guys are extraordinary. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. I love you so much. I love you. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, Nepal. I love you all. I do. Oh my gosh. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, Booz, I love you too. Thank you. Oh, you guys are extraordinary. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. Hi, babies. Hi. Hey, I love you. Thanks for the love. It makes me feel so squishy inside. And last but not least, Hungary, Greece, and Denmark. Welcome and thank you. Thank you for all of the love. I love you guys so much. You're extraordinary. And just thanks. Keep me going. You keep me in the place where I need to be for these type of things that I do, and especially on these kind of days, because baby, it's crazy. Doc said we are worldwide. You want to be the best in the world, sacrifice has to be made. But damn, did he? Shit, he sacrificed a lot of shit, people. Said Doc also said top flight, catch the vibe. What is done off camera can come to light. Pay your artists. I'm just saying, and then they probably wouldn't even be talking about none of this if you had to pay them. But no, you wanted everybody publishing, and then you wanted to send it to his mama got the receipts. Sorry, my bad. I felt like I was due one of them, Doc, because I ain't.
His mama got the receipts.
His mama got the receipts. I ain't said that in a minute, and I feel like Doc said hit that like button and tune in, cause his mama got the receipts. Your mama got the receipts, nigga.
True.
That's
We
what he
seen
said.
named earlier LLCs.
That's what he said, and then we named them. In this case that we reading right now, your mama got the receipts. Oh, child, I had to get that off my chest. It was like it was lingering, Doc. I was feeling it in my soul, like it just needed to burst out. Like your
There you go.
mama got the receipts, nigga. Huh?
Speak freely. Let it know. Let it be known. Speak freely. We seen it. Apparently, the mama do got the receipts.
Your mama got the receipts, nigga. Mm, mm, mm. Join the conversation. Drop a comment, call in, or text the numbers 443-780-5978. 443-780-5978. And if you don't know, his mama got the receipts. You want to talk to us about anything at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Don't know where my glasses at. I told y'all we got a love and hate relationship, but I am renting out books. Hot on the list is dictionaries. I have two. Now you can check them out for like 5 days and then you have to return them. Because the list, we gotta keep up with the list. Just wanted you to know that. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. They come pre-highlighted, by the way. They do. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription. It's not. Listen, the like is for real. What I want, and it lets them know that what my DJ would say. It lets them know that we will be here forever. Yay!
Shout out to Rukazi.
Shout out to Rick Casey. We'll get to him in a minute. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. That is the hub to all things ambitiously. And if you don't know what Ambitiously Entertainment stands for, we are the hub for all things entertainment. Stop playing with us. Stop. We do not take requests. Why? I have permission to play any video that I've played thus far, whether it be written, audio, electronic, however you want it, I got permission. And secondly, y'all hear what my DJ do on these Fridays. Don't play with him. Go DJ. It's too soon. I'm not doing that. Leave him alone. Catch his vibe and just rock out and then shut up. That's why we don't take requests. Need you to stop. Need you to cut it out, and I need you to relax. Join our coffee community where we can have salacious, titillating, even taboo conversations, and I can cuss whenever the fuck I feel like it. Shit. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Big shout out to DJ Rukazi. Go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Go DJ, cause that's my big shout out to Rukazi, man. Big shout out to him, and let us know how you feel about these mixes every Friday where he brings us some new heat. You've never heard one song twice. Stop playing with my DJ. I'm just saying. Doc, I'm just saying.
Let them know.
Child, I don't know. This is why we be needing our breaks in between these wiretaps, because although it comes back to his already, like his behavior that he already has been exhibiting. I hate sounding like I'm somebody, but whatever. He's exhibited it. I couldn't even get it out. He's exhibited the same behavior over and over, which is his pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And
Modus
I don't
operandi.
know if is that at first you didn't want to believe it, like damn, but at the same time you saw shit without these cases
Mm-hmm. That's true.
coming forward. This how he was handling and moving within the industry. No, you didn't hear much about the abusive side of things, but you heard things about him being a fruitcake. 50 said it.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy Williams said it.
Mm-hmm.
You heard little things, but you didn't pay it much mind. But now I'm inclined to believe that a lot of things that I've heard, and it's sad because there's a lot of people that I love on this list, but I'm inclined to believe it.
Okay. I
I
mean,
I am.
like I said, what's done off of camera can come to the light. Also, what's done in the dark can come to the light. Also, what you did to somebody or you made somebody feel can come to the light.
Hmm.
And if you were moving and operating with all the spelling bee words, nefarious, vicious, evil intent,
Hmm.
it can come to the light.
It can.
Coming to the light means that right now this is his reckoning.
And again, like I said, I mean, we heard little tidbits here and there, but not much. And now, like you said, this is his reckoning, but now it also makes me think about the other things that I've heard about other people. And will they have a reckoning?
That's to be determined and be decided.
Mm, child, well, I'm here for it. And you know I'm nosy, so don't let it come out because I'm reading it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much I love you.
And
That
also, one thing I think that we kind of look over too is because this was kind of in connection still to that law that New York passed that you can go after somebody for issues that they did to you in the past for a civil matter.
and
Is
then they
really
did the extension, and that
uh,
made it linger a
so
year longer.
yeah. So if some of his associates are not connected in that state or not did business in that state, they may be able to kind of slide away, slip through the cracks, and just hope that if their reckoning comes in another state that passes a law extremely similar, then
Yeah,
we may have more to come.
but it's New York. Who ain't in that state and that
Well, I
business?
think it matters
In
if
that
you,
business. In that business.
because in my mind, I think it'll change if Florida enacts one and California enacts one, because
Yeah, I
those
don't
were
think it changes much. Jimmy Iovine even got caught up in New York. Who don't party in New York?
there
I
you
just
go.
think most people feel like they lack the evidence, but
Hmm.
who don't party in New York?
Well, I've never been to New York, so not me.
I mean, but I'm talking about people within the industry. They
Okay.
had people of higher echelons.
Hmm. And I will believe you.
How? I ain't even make it to that level as far as my career is concerned, and I partied in New York, so I know.
Okay. I
Who
don't doubt that. I'm
when
just
you do business in that business, you party in New York.
okay.
So don't be surprised if you hear other things. It's like now you party in Atlanta, you party in LA. You feel like
Mhm.
these are the three hubs for the music industry where you're gonna party. You're not gonna hear about no parties elsewhere. You're gonna hear about New York, oh, and Miami, and
That's that border. Yeah.
Miami four. I take four. Okay, so you got four main hubs. You got New York, you got LA, you got Miami, you got Atlanta. You're gonna
Hmm.
hear about those, and a little bit of Texas too. Stop playing. Like, all right, oh child, child. You know what day it is. We got
Trash
business.
day,
We
trash day,
got
trash day.
tend to this evening. And I'm gonna get on top of it because yesterday I spent a lot of time. I'm mad. I felt like no, I don't. I feel good because I did get a little exercise in, but damn it. Um, mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business, except for on Media Mondays where I tell everybody's business because I'm nosy as hell. Can't help it. Sorry. I'm telling people's business on the Media Monday. The tap in, not so much. I've been behaving myself. Got three of my chicks out. Let's go. Yeah, we can. Um, and the wiretap, of course, if you are heinous, depraved, sinister,
Nefarious.
vile, nefarious. Oh my gosh, there's too many of them at this point. It's just ridiculous. If you are any of these things, I'm reading your case, and my partner and good over here. I don't know if it's like good. Maybe I'm the bad cop and you the good cop, Doc. I don't know, cause sometimes you be the bad cop and I be the good cop. I don't know. Um, but whatever the case may be, just my partner and good over here, and we coming for you. And no pause today. I can say that we coming for you. Off with your head. Protect your neck, kid. Um, and then Wet and Wire is mostly my business, but for the most part, mind your business. Mind your business. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement. Have their back. Stand with them. Don't fall for their bullshit though, because kids is crazy. But you know when it is and what it's supposed to look like and what it's doing, what it's hitting for. And for the most part, just stand with your babies. It's your job, dumbass. It's your job. If they want to work for NASA, tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else it is that they do over there at NASA. I don't know. What I will tell you though is get yourself a telescope, not the kind that you look through your neighbor's window with, you perv. Get a good one, okay? A good one. A good one. Go outside and look at the sky. See what you discover on your own because you can't leave it for everybody else to tell you. Don't be looking in your neighbor's windows. Cut that shit out, pervert. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best. NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, or engineer, whatever the hell else they do over there in NASCAR. All I know is that they had a need for speed, and at one point in time, they used to love the muscle car, and I will forever love the muscle car. I say my favorite one today, and I love it when I go on my walks and I see it. It just makes me happy. Point is, whatever they want to be, encourage them to be that and to be great at it, to be the greatest of all times. That's all I'm saying. Some of y'all be like just out here, just I don't even know. And then stuff like we get another year, 4 years of orange face. Like, listen, um, I can't. I can't. I can't with y'all. What is going on in this world? I just can't. Sometimes. That's why I say to myself, listen, stay in your lane. Fair warning. Stay in your lane. My lane, your lane, not the same lane. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. Stay in your lane. It works out perfectly that way. It does. Because then you jump in my lane, you get a whole different situation and you don't want that. And I got 3 Harleys out right now. So you definitely don't want it. We are showing out right now. Showing out. Don't break the glass. Don't push the button because then the glass doors slide open. The cage opens. They come out. I come out, and it's ugly. And you're gonna get her. And you don't want her. Child, you don't want her. I'm trying to tell you, don't. She's not nice. You don't want her. Leave her where she's at. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly, and all that good stuff. bitches. Hold on, because I know it's on the screen. I had to look up, Doc, but I know it says thank you, boo. Thanks, boo. Hey, you big perp bitches, or you want her? Hey, you big perp bitches. You don't want that first one, though. She's not nice. We're going to come out here and wreak all havoc, all hell, all chaos. If you break the glass and push the button, you don't want that. You don't want that. You want the latter two. And what usually happens when you jump into my lane or when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. I don't need that for me. I don't need that for Doc, and I don't need that for you or we. We don't need that shit. So just stay in your lane. Which segues to my next point. Fake ass J. Cole. Tell J. Cole this is for him. Shut the fuck up. And you used to listen. Come back home. Come back home. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to be out here fighting. And then if you do pick that battle, just don't apologize for doing the thing. You did the thing. Just all right. Yeah. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. He was wise at first, and then he just I don't know what the fuck happened. Shut the fuck up, J. Cole. Um, Mob Deep told y'all a long time ago that there's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. You can run, but you can't high five in these streets. And we done took Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Sa. I have to meditate.
Remix.
It did flow together, right? It flow. It flow. Um, but if you didn't listen to them then, listen to them now. There's a war going on outside. Worry about the war, fuck the battle. That's the whole point. Fuck the battle. Worry about the war. Um, Also this bitch, I don't know if she's still listening, but Lizzo come back home also. Fuck everybody else. Live for you, boo. Ain't nobody else out here trying to worry about your happiness. You gotta live for you. You gotta be your real, authentic, true self. You come in this world by yourself. You leave by yourself, even if you are a twin. You could do whatever, a million things to try to improve the situation, but the person will never be truly happy. So fuck them. Do the one thing. I fixed it. No, you didn't, because I'm mad about this shit. Fuck them. Worry about you, boo. Worry about your inner peace. You can't make other people happy. You can only work on you, and you can add to their happiness. And if they don't like what you got to bring, then fuck them. Doc,
Cat.
that was a lot to say. I mean, by the end of the night, I was like, but
You
thank
got
you.
to say, you got to tell them. You got to tell them. You got to lay the groundwork for them so they can understand. So there's never no miscommunication. There's never no, oh, what you thought this was. It's what it needs to
You
be.
know what it is.
Let them know. Let the people know. A lot of the folks in the back.
Them back there, we got them. Uh, but I want to thank you as usual. You always hold it down, and we appreciate you, sir.
Well, thank you for always having me. I greatly appreciate it. This is always the most funnest stuff that I get to enjoy throughout my week, from the tap in to the wiretap to the wet and wired Wednesdays. And then I get to kick it and listen to you play the music that DJ Brigades provides on Fire Friday.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy around here. It's fun. We're gonna add more stuff, but I just want to show you my appreciation for you because you do hold it down. My partner ain't good. We're gonna keep on fighting crimes. Like,
What we a new superhero duo?
oh, we gonna come up with our name. We out here
But thank you for having me as always. So I greatly
kicking
appreciate
ass and taking names later. But thank you, sir. We appreciate you. We gotta get up out of here.
Trash day. Trash day.
I get
Trash.
you back. We will see y'all on Friday for this new mix that we are excited for. Make sure you tune in. Okay? Make sure you tune in. Y'all, we love y'all. We gotta be out of here. Love, love. Sorry, my bad. We gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Oh,